We're live on Restream, folks, going out to the interwebs of the great country, the United States of America. 3rd of July doesn't mean you can't pop off tons of fireworks, and the city of Seguin intends to do absolutely just that. And it's free ticket night, so the entire city is going to be here. Absolute packed house. At least 500 people have claimed their free tickets. People are setting up canopies. I see tents. I see kids everywhere. Packed house. Brazos Valley Bombers, top of the TCL, first half of the season in town. Stirs, your Seguin River Monsters have tangled horns with them on a number of occasions, and I don't know what our split is, but we took them down a few times considering they're the top team in the league. Stirs been heating up of lately. Let's go through some starting lineups for the visiting Brazos Valley Bombers. Casey Sunseri out of Baylor. He's going to be leading off, playing third base. Batting 2-hole, playing center field, Cole Modgling. Batting 3-hole, playing first base from Nebraska by way of British Columbia, Ben Columbus. Batting cleanup and playing left field out of University of Pennsylvania, Seth Orchan. Batting fifth, playing right from McNeese, Connor Westenberg. 6-hole, playing shortstop from Baylor, Jordan Medellin. Batting seventh and catching Maddox Misi. He goes to Abilene Christian. Batting eighth, playing second base, going to Alvin Community College's Robert Oropeza. And batting in the 9-hole DH tonight out of UT-RGV, Eric Martinez. A couple UT-RGV dudes on our team. They're pretty darn good. On the bump for the opposing Brazos Valley Bombers is going to be Zach Williams, number 28, going to Lamar. Now, for your Seguin River Monsters, Studley lineup set up by Coach Tony Perez, pitcher coach Nick Palacios, assistant coach Caleb LeClaire. Leading off, playing center field, Kyle Atkinson. Batting the 2-hole, playing shortstop, Hector Rodriguez. Batting 3-hole, playing second base tonight, Garrett Felix. Man, that guy is a hot bat right now, let me tell you what. Batting the 4-hole, moving up in the lineup from UT-RGV, playing left tonight, Adrian Torres. Batting fifth and playing right field tonight, Xavier Arias. Man is a stud. Love me some Xavier Arias barreling the ball. I think he's hitting like 333 in the league. Batting the 6-hole. Yep, 333. Arias keeps doing it. Batting in the 6-hole in DH tonight, the Wolverine, Logan Stockton. I know he's made out of adamantium because he got hit on his hand with a baseball bat on the backswing twice on consecutive pitches and walked away from it. Batting the 7-hole, he's playing third base tonight, Preston Freeman, UTSA Roadrunner. Batting 8-hole, catching tonight, Jaden Kolura out of Nicholls State. And batting in the 9-hole, playing first base, the ever-present Wheels and Mr. Dig, Connor Kaiser. On the mound, the stud out of Shorter, the mountain of a man, Trevor Nanny. Stirs get out to a hot start tonight. Umpires checking in, presently standing on the field on time, which is nice. Got a full crew. The 6-year-old's here with his Polaroid. Hopefully he turns, Polaroid film is expensive. His job is to run around the stands, take Polaroids of people, and try to sell that Polaroid picture for as much as it costs for Polaroid film. Other than that, sit back, grab some snacks, max your relax, and get ready for some TCL baseball versus the Brazos Valley Bombers and the Seguin River Monsters.
Let's play ball. Let's hear it for the Texas Sun Devils.
All right, folks. T-Texas Tony Turnstile on the call tonight. We're going to have Scott Berry coming in and out, but it is a busy night, packed house at Smokey Joe Williams in Seguin, Texas. So a lot of us pull all kinds of double duty. Scotty, assistant GM, no doubt, will be cooking, checking on everything. We'll come in and do sound effects, as well as just jump on the mic sometimes and call some games. But right now we got Dutch Chattahoochee abroad. Dutch hangs with Mr. Nakatomi, and they travel for a good part of the year. So shout out to Dutch, wherever he is, Mr. Nakatomi's World of Private Jets and Yachts. And you got me on the call doing my best job to bring you TCL action. Going to be a good game. Brazos Valley Bombers, the class of the league in the first half, always bring a good squad leading off for them. They actually have 3 guys near the top of the league in average. Sinceri, very difficult out, and then Moduling's up there, hitting above 300, well above 300, as is Mr. Medellin. Stirs, number of all-stars. You got Kyle Atkinson hitting above 300. Hector Rodriguez has been barreling the ball from both sides of the plate. And Garrett Felix, I just feel like point streak isn't catching up with that dude's stats yet, because he seems like he's 3 for 4 every game in the last 6 or 7 games with walks and extra base hits. Adrian Torres moved up to the 4-hole tonight. Xavier Arias bringing you some power in the 5-hole. And then Logan Stockton, Freeman, Kalura, Connor Kaiser. So good lineup as you watch Trevor Nanny get warm and getting underway. Got a 2-man crew tonight. And I'll work in my diatribes on sabermetrics and seeing more pitches. And then you can just Google from your home and look at those crazy articles. One of the things they say, see more pitches is good in the sense that it's the effect of third time through the lineup. That you're just seeing a release point and your success versus certain pitches increases after seeing a guy throw you 4 pitches, which makes sense. But then there's also like some counterintuitive stuff with that. It's like the more pitches you see, deeper the count's great, but you're also getting closer to a strikeout. So I don't know. Maybe take till you got 1 and then be a disciplined hitter. It's not Garrett Felix does it. And you don't have to take till you got 1 if you already seen the guy 3 or 4 times in the game. I don't know. Baseball Savant, Hardball Times, Baseball Prospectus, all good stuff. Here's Sinceri going to step in for Brazos Valley to kick us off. Nanny out of the stretch, nobody on. Very common these days. Sinceri, a Baylor guy with Medellin. Ball in. Fastball. Let me get my book turned over. Good look pitch right there for 2. Ball 2. Just in. You'll see in the TCL, there's so many guys that are good at controlling the zone. Sinceri and Josh Shelley have been near the top of the league for a while. Got to cut down that chase rate. Nanny not missing a whole lot with these. Getting settled in here. Just inside, really, and I think that's where you want to be with Sinceri. Get those hands extended. Keep the fastball in the inner part of the plate. That's a strike, really. Might be that kind of night. Feel bad for you guys. You got to let me gripe about the zone, but one of those caught the inside corner. There's 4 of them. One of them was a strike. Had to be. So now you got Cole Modling, center fielder. Goes to A&M Corpus. Satellite view that campus. We ever get around to it. There's a breaking ball for a strike. Sometimes that's a good idea. If guys miss with 4 pitches, you just change the arm angle and release point and break something off. So Sinceri leads off first. Ball gets past Kalura, and Sinceri's taking a big turn, and he's going to go. And that's the second time I think they've done that. Sinceri's done that to us before. That's a killer. Got to be hollering. So Sinceri takes 2 bases on the pass ball. That's painful. Leadoff guy on third. We got to hustle back and get those. Be on notice with these bombers. They're going to do that. Jam shot out to Hector. He's running over to get it, and he's going to have it. So Modling gets in on his hands, does Nanny. We got 1 down on the F6. Well, if you can strand Sinceri there, but the thing I love about Kalura's game is he'll throw you out, but he'll keep you really close to the bag because he's not afraid to backpick just as a natural flow of his body. If a outside pitch taking him outside, he's like, I might as well just gun it down to third. This is going to be Ben Columbus. Mr. Ben Columbus says most dudes find summer baseball. It's just like, coach who knows a coach. It's kind of the hookups. But Ben Columbus from Canada. You ever check out Film Strange Brew? It's very representative. I'm just kidding. My sister lives in Edmonton. I know all about Canada. But from British Columbia, gorgeous. Crushed. Going out to the right center gap. On the run is Arias. And that is into the bark pile. So Ben Columbus tees off, 2-run home run right out of the gate. So Sinceri getting extra bases wouldn't have mattered, so to speak, with Columbus's yard ball. But British Columbia going to the University of Nebraska and then finds himself on the Brazos Valley Bombers and goes right center bark pile. I am unflappable, folks. We've had some rough first innings, but you got to settle down here and get Seth Werchan out of Penn. Nice breaking ball for a strike. And don't let that get you. You can throw a no-hitter every time. People are going to hit the ball. Honestly, I'd rather you do that, have them put the ball in play, than try to dance around everybody. I mean, you ain't even gonna do that every time at BP. So catches a Nanny fastball, that'll happen. And Nanny back throwing strikes, 0-2 to Werchan. And Nanny again up in on the hands. So one down on Modgling's jam flare over to Hector Rodriguez at short. And now 0-2 to Mr. Werchan. Gets the barrel out, but hooks it 150 feet foul. The city of Seguin lot. Crowd getting rowdy, as they should. Tries to take something off, misses up a little bit. Oh, pulls the string on Werchan. Nasty pitch. So Nanny rings up Werchan for the second out on a change, straight change, has him out front, and that'll bring up Connor Westenberg, the right fielder, a McNeese State Cowboy. Get a look at Westenberg. Honestly, looks like his right arm has like a Spider-Man sleeve on it. I'm not sure what's going on with that. And he's got a little armor on the left arm. Steve Rack. So Nanny coming right back. That's what you do. Ooh, nasty slider from Nanny, but it misses out. There it is. See, that's a strike, though. It is. Okay. If you're coming down Broadway and it hits the catcher in the face, that's a strike. Shot into the gap. Oh, and Xavier Arias stabs it out of the sky on the run and robs Westenberg of an extra base hit. Oh, Xavier Arias. My goodness. What's the saying, right? The Phillies center fielder from back in the 80s. 2/3 of the worth is covered with water, or 3/4, whatever. The rest is covered by Xavier Arias. 3 down. We'll go to the bottom one. I don't know why I can't get the center field shot line squared up. It's just too hard. I swear there's so much grass on the other side of the mound when I set it up. Zach Williams on the bump for Brazos Valley, going to face Kyle Atkinson, an all-star center fielder. Multi-hit games in his sleep. Quote from Ralph Kiner: 2/3 of yours covers by water, the rest is covered by Ralph Kiner. Such a good baseball quote. Everybody uses it. Gary Maddox was a center fielder for the Phillies back in the day. The way I recollect that quote. Another pitcher out of the stretch is Zach Williams. First pitch hunting is Atkinson. And crazy long run. Seth Werchan giving everything. Sprinting after that. 0-1. Everybody straight away on Atkinson. Texas State Bobcats, man. Good baseball program. Made it to the Stanford Super Regionals last year. And one of the stirs we had, Jose Gonzalez, man. Heck of a career at Texas State. Went off in that Stanford Regional. We always get a few Bobcats here. Augie Ramirez, another one we had last year. Atkinson, and then we got, my goodness, Alex Gonzalez also, man. That guy can play. He went transfer from Baylor to Texas State. He's not in the lineup tonight. Pinch hit situation for him. It's 1-2 to Atkinson. Williams, the Lamar guy. Lamar's a program that could bust out too, because I know a lot of the dudes they recruit. Seems like they recruit some pretty good arms down there. 2-2 to Atkinson. And he comes upstairs with a fastball. And it's a tough one to lay off as a hitter, let me tell you. So it gets Atkinson from the high heat, one down. The ability to properly place the fastball on the right shelf to make it not too high to take, but looks so good you got to swing. It's a skill. Back in the day when San Fran, Madison Baumgartner was the master coming upstairs on you. Some guys can just really do it. There's Hector Rodriguez. Remember the name Hector Rodriguez because this dude's glove, and this is one of the fine arts of baseball. Come out to Seguin, watch this man play shortstop. It's a thing of beauty. Thing of beauty. And really what a lot of it is with Hector, I mean, great glove, good arm, but the footwork, the ability to get around the ball and the proper steps he takes to make these just plays look so easy, not that easy. 1-2. Good job fouling off. Hector's a switch hitter. Zach Williams is going to have him batting from the left side. He's hitting righty last night. He shot a huge 2-out RBI single out to right from the right side last night. Gets in on his hands, flies it out to left, and Werchan hauls it in for 2 down. As much as I'd like to see you take a study of Hector Rodriguez's technique at shortstop, as much as I can recommend like Garrett Felix at bat, Dutch Chattahoochee would call him King Felix. Nicholls State. Nicholls State won conference tourney, went to the Tuscaloosa Regional, got knocked out. But the last game there, Nicholls State had against Boston College, Garrett Felix went unconscious. He was like 4 for 5 with a homer. The Lions won the other way, and that's what he does. The man is a hitting machine. So Felix aboard with a single. The Sturs are down by 2, working to get back. But Felix has some history with Coach Perez, known about him since he was younger. He's like, man, the guy can hit wherever he goes. And if you look at Nicholls State 2 years ago, I believe he was a sophomore, led him in everything, was an all-regional selection at Tuscaloosa, and has been a machine for the Sturs, on-base machine. Felix the runner at first. Adrian Torres, first pitch swinging, flies it over to Medellin, and that'll do it. So we'll go to the top of 2. Sturs down by 2. All right, coming back into top of 2. Ben Columbus put up a 2-run homer. Did Nanny settle down after that? Got the next 2 batters, Cade Werchan and then Arias. Amazing running catch out deep right center. And this will be your shortstop now, the 6-hole, Jordan Medellin. Medellin batting from the left side with what appears to be a green bat. Keep your eyes on that, folks. Green bat. Somebody had a blue bat the other night. I can't remember what team that was. Getting these things down 2-0 to Medellin. Medellin, another Baylor guy with Sinceri. Nanny out of Shorter. Shorter's a program you need to look in. We got some studs from there. Gavin Milans had to go home for family, but tremendous power. I thought he was a great defensive first baseman. And Logan Stockton is just such a dude. I love that guy, man. He's just he plays hard. He's always dirty. Great catcher, good hitter, good on base guy, and just a good vibe guy. And then we got Nanny, and then we had Calvert, who's at Cumberland's. There are other Shorter. He walks. Make sure I'm missing one Shorter guy. We had. Well, maybe I got them all, but Calvert was at Cumberland's after Shorter. As Medellin works the walk, is on first. Gotta be a good program. Here's Maddox Misi, the catcher, and takes a nice breaking ball over for a strike from Nanny. Nobody down. I feel like the Bombers might put a runner in motion in this situation. Big breaking balls up. We've been mispronouncing a number of names wrong all year, and Misi was one of them for a bunch of games. We finally get fed up with ourselves because we know we're hosing it. We walked down the dugout. I was like, how do you say such and such? Lined out to left, but that's going to be right there at Adrian Torres. And so he makes the catch. Misi lines out. F7, one down. And not 4 minutes after we walk up to the dugout, a nice, sweet relative of Maddox, Misi, came up. He goes, "It's Misi." I was like, "Yes, thank you." So she was going to help us out whether we helped ourselves or not. Now you got your second baseman, Robert Oropesa. Nanny drops in a nasty breaker. One down. Medellin at first. Oropesa, Alvin Community College. Ooh, good breaking ball. Buckled Oropesa, was in, but not by that much. 1-1. It's pretty good breakers. This died a breaking ball, so Oropesa. Sponsor tonight, CMC Commercial Metals. Long history of support in baseball in Seguin on this very field. CMC Steelers for a long time. Semi-pro out here. And flying out to right. Ball's carrying that way. Back is Arias on the warning track. What a catch. Xavier Arias. One of the pregame interviews. Those are some gloves right there, folks. You put little stars by these little plays. My goodness gracious. Those are not gimmies. 2 great plays in right in 2 innings from Xavier Arias. And here's what I'm saying about Arias. Dude is 220, and I know some dudes overlist their muscle mass. 6 feet, 220. Strike from Nanny. We got Arias listed at 6 feet, 220. All right. Dude, he does. He looks like an NFL linebacker. He's jacked. He's going to Harding. I want to portal that guy to the SEC. Nice breaking ball from Nanny. Henrik Martinez. 0-2. UTRGV product right here. Excellent baseball program. We got a couple guys, Damian Rodriguez and Adrian Torres. Ooh, gets in on the hands, and that's probably going to flare in for a hit. There's absolutely nothing you can do on that. So Martinez battles it off and flares a single. Can't place it any perfect. The only person to place it more perfect than that would be Gwynn or Carew. Just right over. Nobody has a chance at that. So single. And first and second, Medellin at second, but 2 down. And it comes back to Sinceri. Got yourself a TCL matchup. Nanny Sinceri. Big breaking ball, but it's up. One of the things you wonder on these dudes is the ability to recognize spin and eyesight. It's common lore that Ted Williams had exceptional eyesight, like 2010 or something. Votto, supposedly, ability to recognize spin off the charts. To ask, you know, like, is that a scoutable? You can, like, you know, these dudes filling out scout sheets, like, what's this guy's vision? I think that's a strike. It's 2-1. Wasn't called a strike. These league leaders in average and ability, like Garrett Felix, to lay off stuff outside the zone. Just like picking up the ball good, and I could see that spin, identify early. That's down. 3-1 now to Sinceri. And I busted this out a few games ago, but I think it's a hilarious story. Talk about seeing spin was Greinke. Greinke was like, I think Votto sees spin so well 3-1 now to Sinceri. He doesn't call that. You can call that. That's outside corner. So he walks Sinceri. He goes, Votto sees spin so good. I think if I just throw him a bad slider right down the middle, he'll assume it's going to break out of the zone and take it. And he did. Just spun a bunch of non-breaking sliders right down the pipe to Votto. Votto could see that. He's like, that's going to break out. Takes it. The baseball story. So bases juiced, 2 down for Cole Modling. Flew out to Hector Rodriguez at short in the first. Big jam, chance to work out of it here. And you come on now. We don't need the tight zone. Drops in the breaking ball. But this is why bases end up being low. We got, how many walks we got here? We got 2 walks in this inning. I don't think we're missing by that much. Get these zones, man. That's a ball. I'll give you that, but it should be 1-1. 2-0 to Modling. Pulls the string on him. 2-1. Modling hunting. Hitter's count there, 2-0 for his pitch. And Kalura and Nanny come up with a Jedi Mind Trick changeup, 2-0. 2-1. Driven out to center. Going back is Atkinson. Ball is carried tonight, and he, my goodness, makes the catch on the track to save probably 3 runs because everybody's running with 2 outs. So Atkinson on the F8 to Modling, and our outfield is looking like we've cloned Willie Mays or something, or Jim Edmonds, Willie Mays. What do we got out there? Amazing catches. Wow. Go to bottom 2. Zach Williams back out. So Xavier Arias with an amazing catch, only to be outdone or tied in amazingness was Kyle Atkinson with 2 outs and the bases loaded. Atkinson's catch surely saved 3 runs. And Zach Williams is going to start off Arias. And he's hunting first pitch fastball and gives it a ride out to right. But pretty deep out there is Mr. Who's in right tonight? Oh, I got the wrong team. That's Westenberg tracking that down. Westenberg tracks down the Xavier Arias drive out to right. So outfielders getting a lot of play. Logan Stockton, now your batter. Designated hitter tonight. Arias went up with a plan, looking for a fastball. Executed. There's the breaker, but it's up. At least the zone will go both ways. For Stockton, that pitch is up, but there is such thing as a high strike. Here's the top of the zone. Jam shot could be trouble. Oh my goodness. That's a single. Stockton takes out the sandwich, gets over the bluff and onto the green for a single. So Stockton proves the rule. Good things happen when you put the ball in play, and that brings up UTSA Roadrunner Preston Freeman. He's had a great summer with the glove and the bat. Just enough. Logan Stockton gets it over. Oh, my goodness. I don't know if this ump has something against Freeman, but I feel like Freeman's outside corner is way bigger. It's way bigger than some. There's like personal history. I'm going to call the breaker strike 2.
Come on, Preston.
So Williams 0-2 to Freeman. First pitch was out. So he's got to swing at that. Nisi can set up way out there. Freeman's got to swing at that. So Jade Clure, the catcher, 2 down. And Williams is right to go back to the well. If you're going to call that corner, that much of the corner, then it's going to keep going that far out. Calora Nicholls State with Garrett Felix. Shoots it foul. Oh, 1. Calora kind of looking for the breaking ball there. But he shoots it foul. 0-2 now. Calora in battle mode, fouls it off. Right now, bottom of 2. The difference being the Ben Columbus 2-run homer. We are not anti 2-out rally, I'll tell you that. Happens more than you think. And the fastball from Williams elevated on the outside corner. Tough on the lefty and gets the second K for the 3rd out. And we'll go to the top of 3. Stirs down. 2-zip. All right. Trevor Nanny. Oh, we got a freeze. Nope. Well, perfect. Center field camera freezing up on us. We had a solution for that, but that also didn't work. Nanny worked a clean second, if not heart palpitating. Kyle Atkinson's catch in center kept the clean bill, but bases were juiced with 2 outs and holding your breath. Still 2-run ball game right now. And here's Big Ben Columbus wearing Hammer and Hank's number 44. I wonder if that's an indicator, along with the fact that he went deep in the first, being the second giveaway. Man's got some power. Ahead 0-2 is Nanny. Gets him to roll over on the curveball, but foul. So use his strengths against him. Kalura wisely trying to set up outside and see if that corner will go. That wide corner will go both ways. No. Off speed, misses up. 1-2. Back foot breaker. Columbus lays off of it. Another situation where you can roll up one of those Greinke 60-mile-an-hour fastballs. Just fool him. Off speed, but it gets him to flare it out over his Adrian Torres. That's what you do. Still hit it hard, but had him out in front of the off speed. So gets Columbus. Torres runs well, so that's some excellent outfielding going on. Some days are spectacular infield plays. Today is just club work in the outfield. Seth Werchan lines it up the middle, and Hector gloves it but does not come up with it. Werchan runs pretty well. Looked up to see where he was. He's already stepping on first. So that's a single. Anybody's book. It's Werchan. Hector almost gets it. I'll bring up Connor Westenberg, right fielder tonight. Made a pretty good catch in the gap. But he drilled one out there also to the right center gap. And Arias made just an amazing running catch on that, stabbing it out of the sky. He's hunting first pitch, but swings through the off speed from Nanny. 0-1. So here's the other interesting cat and mouse going here. I think Werchan, from what I've seen, runs pretty well. Kalura is very deadly behind the plate. I can't remember if it was Brazos Valley or no, it was Acadiana. Erased like 4 guys. Dudes were just running in outs, back picks. You're on notice. And there he goes. Drilled, but foul. So the old hit and run called for as Werchan's in motion, but Westenberg lines it foul. 1-2. So James Dillard, manager, Brazos Valley, trying to use Werchan's wheels. 1-2, 1 down. See if he goes again. Werchan sticks around and reaching for it. And the only play Hector has is at first, and he beats it. Slow roller, Westenberg runs well. So that's an infield hit. Werchan ran fast enough that there was no play to second. It was slow enough roller that Westenberg beats it to first. So 2 singles. And now you've got Jordan Medellin, shortstop. Medellin walked his last time. So both Brazos Valley Bombers run pretty well. I think you're thinking about bunting here, but there goes Werchan, and Kalura makes no throw on it. So Werchan swipes third. And technically on Westenberg, you're kind of supposed to be peeking, especially if you know a guy's a runner. It's like if he goes, you go. Lead runner. Ooh, backup slider. So then on the delayed steal, shout out to Eddie Stanky who invented it, goes Westenberg. I don't know if Westenberg intentionally delayed steal, but that's exactly what he did. He didn't take off on the pitch. He secondaried and then went. The base was covered by Garrett and Hector, but Kalura held on to it. So now second and third, 1 down, 1-1 to Medellin. And for those of you wondering about the delayed steal invented by Eddie Stanky, go ahead and look that dude up on Baseball Reference. But the idea being middle infielders are taught to peek on you as the pitcher goes to the plate to see if you break. So breaking ball goes in. So on a delayed steal, they don't see you break, and then their eyes go back to the pitch and the plate. And what you're supposed to do as a base runner is take a huge secondary lead. So you like hop off again, get as close as you can, like far down the thing as you can. So basically you're going to get back picked. You're so far. And then you break after nobody's yelled runner. And the second baseman or whoever was assigned, second base or shortstop, assigned to run over and cover the bag is kind of caught off guard by the delayed steal. So, but that bag was covered by Kalura and Felix. So now it's full count to Medellin. Bring him, backdoor breaking ball, gets him, freezes him for the second out, looking for something else, and that'll bring up Maddox Misi. Misi going to Abilene Christian. I'm not going to run down all the great barbecue joints in Abilene again. Nanny out of the stretch. Breaking ball, strike 1. So 2 runners on, both run well. And Westenberg and Werchan, 0-1 now. Bounced away. Kalura had no chance. So 1 run's going to score on the pass ball. Brazos Valley Bombers taking liberties on the pass balls. Have to keep that in check. So Westenberg down to third. 1-1 now to Misi. It's a tough block right there. And he really pulled that deep in front of the plate there on the dirt ball. Pretty far outside too. Nice breaker, comes back with that. So 1-2. And he comes set. Another breaking ball, foul tip caught, and that'll do it. So Nanny works out of it, but they get 1. Attribute that to the wild base running, I guess. Werchan and Westberg getting home on the pass ball. So Maddox, Misi case, but it's 3-zip. Stir's coming up the bottom of the third. Connor Kaiser. 9-hole hitter, first baseman. Talking about people who can run. Wertjan and Westenberg. But Mr. Kaiser will take off when he feels it. Down and in. Strike one. Connor Kaiser also going to Lamar. Fouls it off. So Kaiser and Zach Williams, teammates at Lamar. I want to say these dudes faced each other, and Williams plunked Connor Williams. Check swing on the run of Sinceri. Almost got there. A couple Lamar ball players going at it. If you can't tell from the both having red shoes, with the school shoes on. Ooh, rolls over on the chopper, but oh my goodness. Ben Columbus plays the Smokey Joe hop perfectly. Gotta be careful. So Kaiser 1-3, or 3-1 rather, one down. It's be Kyle Atkinson. This game is very different. He doesn't make that catch. Right now we're down by 3. We get something going. We got ourselves a ball game, but base is juiced. Absolute Willie Mays catch on the track. Checks it on the breaker. 0-1. Williams got Atkinson on an elevated fastball on his first day being the first inning. But Atkinson's been hot as of late. Honestly, hot all season long. He's having a heck of a summer. Fouls at 0-2. The game within the game, folks. Sitting in the dugout, leaning over, trying to figure out what Zach Williams is doing. What's he throwing? What's his tendencies? What's Misi calling? What are these guys up to? Go up there. Some educated guesses can change the at-bat. 0-2. And he gets him with a breaking ball. 2 down. Shortstop, Hector Rodriguez. Hector, Galveston College, community college out there, and then signed with the Roadrunners. The backdoor slider from William comes over for a strike. I feel like a lot of people were looking at Hector and recruited everywhere, but UTSA's nationally ranked big part of the year. Good program, so that's a good spot if he doesn't get picked up in the July draft, which is coming right around the corner. I'll be interested. I'm going to check all 20 rounds. Thanks, MLB, for contracting that. I don't know why they did that, but TCL dudes might get picked up. Driven the other way. That's going to be a fair ball. Hector's off to the races. He's going to go for 2. And here's the throw. It's going to be close, and he drops it. So in for the double. Forcing the issue is Hector Rodriguez. It's a pretty good throw out there by Wertjan. Ball beat him, but it was not Eric Martinez, but it's Robert Oropeza tried to slap the tag down and drop the ball. So Hector in with a double, 2-out double. In scoring position for Garrett Felix, who singled his first at bat. So Hector shooting line drives Oh, that's shot but foul. Shooting line. He did the exact same thing in reverse from the right side last night. Shot it down the right field line. It's a little 2-out rally. Hector in scoring position will be running on contact. Garrett Felix. Oh my goodness. Pass ball almost gets Felix in the foot. One to Garrett Felix. And bounces it to shortstop. Medellin takes it on a big hop and gets him by a step. Garrett's disappointed with himself on that one. RBI waiting there. Got in on him. So that ends the threat. 6-3. Go to top of 4. Stir's still down by 3. So my instincts were proved true. Because in my mind, Garrett Felix should be up at the top of the leagues in everything. And it's been like Shelly Sinceri. And I go, look up the team stats on Point Streak. Sure enough, Garrett Felix is hitting over 400. He's hitting 412, which would make sense if you're going 3 for 4 every friggin' night. So Point Streak, it's a good tool. Not perfect, but I think Garrett Felix might be your league leader in batting average. So something to think about. I love that man's at bats just truly reflect that. His on base got to be 500 or better. Oh, look at that too. Here's Robert Oropesa. Swings through the first offering from the new pitcher, Zach Longshore. Zach Longshore, absolute workhorse for Texas Lutheran University. Had some really good numbers as Oropesa lines went through the hole for a single. Great numbers for them. Went into the portal, was looking at schools like La Tech, UTSA, and signed with the Roadrunners. So he'll be a big addition to the pitching staff over there, and good for him. This will be Eric Martinez, the designated hitter. TRGV. And he skies the first pitch, but it's out of play. 0-1. Strike 2 from Longshore, pumping it in there. From Richmond, Texas. And I think he was a freshman, so he's going to be a sophomore going to UTSA. So lots of eligibility left. Nice left-handed arm, good velocity, good breaking stuff. 1-2. And the breaking ball fools Martinez, and he pops that foul. Dutch Chattahoochee's here, so if anybody's watching this on one of the platforms and dropping comments, we cannot see that. And that's shot out by Eric Martinez into the left center gap. And going to third is Oropeza. So first and third, Eric Martinez, single. So now we're going to deal with Sinceri. He walked twice, did Sinceri, against Nanny. Martinez probably going to go at some point. Strike 1 to Sinceri. Longshore. Tell you what, Smokey Joe Williams is packed to the gills, pun intended. Fastball up and away, 1-0. Nor Gill, our mascot. He is a river monster, so he jumps in and out of the river. He's not here every night. Besides the fact it's 100 degrees, you're wearing a mascot outfit. There he goes. Spot. It's flied out, and that might be a run down if it slices back to Arias, and he runs it down again. The mileage on our outfielders is unreal. So Sinceri F9, but it's a sac RBI. That's the first out. So Oropeza comes in, makes it a 4-run ball game. And Martinez has to retreat back to first. Cole Modling, flown out twice tonight. I think Modling's a switch hitter. When guys learn to switch hit, it's always interesting to me. Did you know Bernie Williams didn't start switch hitting until he was like in the minors? A lot of these guys. You know, I think another switch hitter I was reading about the other day didn't switch hit until late. Like his coach wouldn't let him. Terry Pendleton. Pendleton played for the St. Louis Cardinals and then Atlanta Braves. That's how you know him from 80s, 90s. There goes Martinez and lined up the middle, and it gets over Hector. So muscled in by Modling on the jam shot single. And first and second. If you're a baseball nut, and here comes Ben Columbus. Ben Columbus 1 for 2 tonight with a 2-run home run in the first. But if you're a baseball nut, check out Terry Pendleton's Sabre bio or biography they have online. It's phenomenal. There's a first pitch breaker from Longshore for a strike. British Columbia will produce some doggone good baseball players. You better believe it. A lot of great ball players come from north of the border. My personal favorite has got to be Matt Stairs. Matt Stairs, if he gets 500 plus ABs a year, is a borderline Hall of Famer. I got ripped. Ben Columbus, now Cornhusker, and Longshore gets in on him. Everybody's sprinting for it. I don't know. Freeman gets over there. Does he make the catch? I can't see. Freeman gave it everything he had. So 1-2 to Ben Columbus. Played some tournament up. It was Victoria. some dude out there playing shortstop had a vacuum cleaner for a glove. But from British Columbia. I think he was from Vancouver, though. Hey, what's your story, dude? What are you doing next year? It's like, I got to ride to Arizona State. This is the 90s, folks. I didn't even got his name. I don't have that guy, but, man, that dude could pick up a ground ball. Rings him, and Ben Columbus turns about face and says, you got me. So, good pitch right there from Mr. Longshore. Columbus looking for maybe something off speed. Gets caught looking on the inside fastball. 2 down. That'll bring up Seth Werchan. Flashing some outstanding wheels. Penn, I believe, was, or was it Princeton? No, it was Penn. Penn was the representative in the dance, 64 team dance. And they went deeper in their regional, too. So Werchan checked into Brazos Valley late after the D1 dance. I mean, he's got some good baseball. Fouls that off. We got where is Mr. Caden Cram? He's out of Princeton. We got him on our club. Another Princeton grad running the Rangers right now. Chris Young. Chris Young's one you got to go back and look at because he's a monster of a man like Randy Johnson, but he wasn't a gasser. He was like trademark crafty lefty, but he wasn't lefty. He's just crafty. He's an Ivy League education. Werchan. Got to laugh at that swing. He's like, it just swings. And then like halfway through the swing, you're like, nope, I am not going to hit this ball. And the swing just continues another 2 feet. So 2-2, 2 outs. You're going to have Martinez on second, Modling on first. Type of situation where runners might decide to bolt. Never make the third out of third. And the Longshore breaking ball, nasty. Back-to-back Ks. We get out of it with 1. And that's the kind of like pump-up K that you like that maybe translates over to a rally next inning. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th, folks. Nasty. Nasty Longshore.
Gotta fly. Get me to get. I wanna feel the heat. Fly over the ocean. I take you along. Move like a rocket man. I live in motion. We land in New York City. 'Cause I love the way she moves. Gotta hold on tight all through the night. Get on to the aeroplane. Oh, that's right. Gonna let you go it along. Bring me along some fun. I travel light and I don't bite. Fly over there, Danny. Take off for a new city. Somewhere got history. Somewhere real pretty. We're cruising in London. Yeah. And I love your way.
All right. Zach Williams still going. Lamar Cardinal. If you check out the Lamar Cardinal webpage, they're talking about the TCL. Players excelling in the TCL. TCL is a fine league. I think it's only going to keep growing. drilled. Nice hit, Adrian Torres, UTRGV. Like seeing Torres get ABs in that 4-hole. So leadoff single for Torres. So my prophecy that Longshore setting people down on the pine with authority translates ourselves into a rally that's going to get us back in the game. Here's Xavier Arias, who is looking like a gold glover out there. Forget the fact that he's stout, built like an NFL linebacker with tons of bat speed. This dude is running down doubles and triples. And he crushes that ball out into left center, but it's hauled in. I thought Arias got more of that than he did. Turns into an F8. I think that's Modling running that down. It's a Modling center? Yeah, it's Modling. Oh, here's Logan Stockton. Mr. Stockton, the Wolverine. One of my absolute favorite singles of the season. Just sandwiched it over Ben Columbus. So Torres on first. Williams plunks him right on the rib cage. And down to first goes Stockton. I don't know if it's intentional or not. Probably not. I don't think they have history, but Stockton ain't afraid to stand on top of the plate. He's got an open stance. He's looking to yak it. So, one down. Stockton at first. Torres at second. And now, Preston Freeman. Out comes management. Well, that's a pitcher coach. That's James Dillard or Mateo Martinez. You got Mateo Martinez out there talking with Zach Williams. Don't quote me on that. Freeman got rung up his last time. Man, I swear his first strike was like 2 inches off the plate. And then the next pitch was like a back foot breaker for strike 2. And then Williams just went right back out at the exact same spot. And Freeman's like, well, I got to swing at that because you're calling that. Now was that a bet? See if Freeman can drive one here. Bounces it, but foul. Williams breaker. 0-1. So the more times you see the guy, they say, chances get better every time. It's that third time through the lineup phenomena is real. And I've seen 4 of the same pitches from a guy. And chances get a little bit better. It's the fastball. Freeman a little bit late. Shoots it into the parking lot towards the Kia Sedona. 0-2. Battle mode. Goodness gracious. He's just giving that corner. Freeman. Freeman, no love from that dude. He's just calling that. That was closer. I'll say this. That was generous corner. But that might have been a strike or might have got black. But the problem Freeman's got is like, dude, that was like the first. And my second inning AB was off the play by 2 inches. I don't know. 2 down. Jaden Kalura. 2 runners on. 2-out rally. There goes the runner. And heck of a jump. Adrian Torres. Easy steal. And just like the Brazos Valley Bombers, the trailer Stockton. That's on your own. That's not a called steal. You double steal there. So now you got first and third. Flared could be trouble, honestly. Long run for Werchan, and he was flying, but it lands foul. Stockton runs pretty good. But I don't know if you steal here. You could try to do the orchestrated steal if you're thrown out, run down it, and see if we can steal run that way. Not against that. I don't know if we've pulled that off yet, but just as well letting Kalura drive one. Jam shot could flare in. Nope. Moduling on the run gets a shallow fly ball. So runners stranded. The Stir is still looking up at a 4-run lead by Brazos Valley, and we're into the top of the 5th. Get the mic turned up here. Gonna have Ryan King about to hop on the mic. Ryan King, assistant GM, Oklahoma State Cowboy.
How's it going?
Good to have you on the call.
Glad to be here.
We always get everybody in who we can. That's the fans of baseball.
Yes, sir.
Oklahoma State had a good year themselves, frankly.
Pretty solid. Just couldn't clean it up in postseason, but it happens.
Not everybody wins the College World Series. LSU did, but everybody else, man, if you can get to that postseason, that's what you're doing.
For sure.
But the King, basically, if you come down and you grind it out with the 100-degree weather in Smokey Joe Williams for the summer, you instantly become a Seguin River Monster legend.
How about that? Yeah,
Lewis is enshrined, and you're going to be enshrined at the end of this season. It's unbelievable.
Glad to be here.
So we're down by 4. Work to do, but Longshore's kept into 1 run. Really could have been held if we didn't let the runners go on the around, but it wasn't so much their hit in, but on the pass ball. But here's Longshore, and he is facing Mr. Westenberg. Westenberg singled, stranded at third. Westenberg and Werchan looked to me like they ran well.
Yep.
Shot foul, 0-2. Longshore working ahead nicely.
Really use a strikeout here to get things going.
Foul ball. But I'm always up here flapping my gums about the Stirs and other random baseball topics. But my feeling this entire season is the record does not reflect how good these guys are. And he fans him to Longshore with a high shed.
Good pitch.
Great pitch right there. Westenberg, no choice. You got to swing at that. There's no way in the milliseconds you have to have your brain decide that that's just a little bit too high. It's too late, bro.
Oh, yeah.
You already swung through it, dude. It's by you. Here's the green batted Jordan Medellin. I don't know if that's green because he goes to Baylor, but that looks green to me.
Yeah, that is.
It's like the same color as the grass.
I haven't seen that before.
And he hits it out of the gap.
Get
But
under
coming
it.
on are a speedy outfield. Oh, and it's off the tip of Atkinson's glove. And I don't know if that was because him and Torres were converging on at the same time, but he had it there and he just took his eyes off at the last second, maybe because Torres was also there. So two base error. It's gonna have to be E8. Either would have caught it, I thought.
Yeah, he got under it. Just didn't finish the catch.
But Atkinson's forgiven already because he has so many credits built up with the house with the circus catch that saved 3 runs
True.
in the second. So we just got to hold him there. As Maddox Misi, the catcher, comes up. He's 0 for 2 tonight. Longshore starts him on the strike. That ain't going to happen anytime, but the amount of catches our outfield has been making.
Xavier's had a couple of good ones already.
Oh, my gosh. Bounced over to Freeman. He looks the runner back and hoses it to first on the laser beam. Nice play, Preston Freeman on the 5-3. So 2 down, and Medellin hanging out at second. And here's Oral Pizza. Is Oral Pizza also a switch hitter? Look at that. I gotta look at this.
Oh, that pitch not count.
No, he's right. But Modling switches, they have him as a switch? Yeah, they do. Swings through the Longshore nastiness. I think Longshore's name is fitting in the sense that he works that hard, the Longshoreman.
It's funny.
It's a blue-collar pitcher right there.
Ooh, there we go.
0-2. So 2 down, 2 strikes. I think it's the same up. It's a class move. I don't like his zone that much.
Yeah.
But catcher gets beat up. He'll go out and dust up the plate. Give you a few minutes to get your breath together. Longshore comes in with a fastball. Oral Pizza handles it foul. Still 0-2.
Give him the heat.
You never know. Everybody pitches in reverse in this league. There's a breaking ball. See, what do we know? Gets in with the breaker. And clean inning right there from Longshore doing it again. Stirs need to get on their ponies. Get some runs across. Get this game closer. Go to the bottom of 5. Come on, Stirs.
Gotta fly. Get me a ticket. I wanna feel the heat. Fly over the ocean. I take you along. Move like a rocket man. I live from motion. We land in New York City. 'Cause I love the way she moves. Gotta hold on tight all through the night. Get on to the aeroplane. That's right. Not gonna let you go without call some fun. Ha. I try to lie, and I don't bite. Fly over there, Danny. Take off for a new city. Somewhere got history. Somewhere real pretty. We're cruising in London, yeah. And I love the way she moves. Gotta hold on tight all through the night. Huh. Get on to that aeroplane. Huh.
Make it onto the aeroplane.
All right.
To the aeroplane.
Here we go now.
Make it onto the aeroplane.
Break it down for me.
Get onto the aeroplane.
Woo-hoo.
Make it onto the aeroplane.
That's right.
Get onto the aeroplane.
Come on.
Make it onto the aeroplane.
Fly, baby, fly.
All right. Connor Kaiser going to lead it off for us. That sound might be a little bit loud. Let's come down here. So Justin Kim taking over for Zach Williams. Justin Kim, also Ivy, Princeton. Caden Cram, one of our catchers, familiar with Mr. Kim. And I think Kim came in and was a closer, using a closing role the other night. As the wind kicks up, as it sometimes does at sunset at Smokey Joe. Hello. Really kicking up. Starting to blow over. Hopefully you don't get the camera.
Sorry, I brought the Oklahoma wind down with me.
Holy smokes. Just totally overturned a canopy. Now it's blowing in. This doesn't look good. Well, there's a strike from Kim as we're dealing with hurricane force winds. Did it blow over the camera? I don't even know. Oh, still kind of holding on. Okay. 1 and 2. Oh, there's a rainbow. Great. We're going to have a massive storm.
Oh, yeah.
And Connor Kaiser bounces it. That's a really tough play, and Kaiser runs well. So that's a leadoff single.
Here we go.
Holy smokes. The weather is changing wildly. So Kaiser aboard. Goodness gracious. Oh, what the heck's going on with this? Went from like sublime and peaceful to 70 knots of wind.
Maybe it's the rally wind.
It's the rally wind. It's blowing in like crazy. Justin Kim with the pick move. Looks like he might have a good move to first. I don't think we've seen it. Atkinson over 2 with 2 Ks tonight, so he's definitely due. He's a well over 300 hitter. And Kim squares the bunt. Okay. You're going to, Mr. King?
Yeah, I got it. Oh, no, you're good. No, I appreciate it. Yeah.
So, decorative flags falling on children. Perfect. Squares does Atkinson. Pulls it back. 1-1 now to Kim. Or to Atkinson from Kim. Trying to get one back when you can. He squares again, and it's up high. There's the back pick. Kaiser liable to run as well. The squaring, I don't know if it's thrown off Kim or not, but Atkinson's 2-1. Will be no soundboard in the stadium because there's strike 2. Because the assistant GM, Ryan King, has got to take care of what may be a knocked over flag that hit a kid. So 2-2. Atkinson. Kim deals, and it's low. Full count now. Stur's trying to get something going. I'm still trying to get my head together from this crazy weather that just happened a second ago. Oh, great piece of hitting from Atkinson. That was the same pitch that got him in the first, the elevated fastball, and Kim has a pretty good one. So a couple of Ivy Leaguers on Brazos Valley. I'm always impressed because I went to community college. I went to a lot of colleges. Oh, my goodness, Kyle Atkinson, you are battling. You are battling so hard right there. Those are two perfectly placed fastballs where Kim wanted up and in. Atkinson spoiled them both. Full count. Checks Kaiser at first. Kaiser on with the chopper over the mound, which is like impossible for a second baseman to get somebody who runs well as Kaiser. And now it's full to Atkinson. There goes Kaiser on the full count, and he fouls off a nasty slider. So Atkinson's staying alive. So the song plays on cue. So full count again to Atkinson. Oh, and Kim, after much battling, gets Atkinson on the K. So that's one down. Hector doubled his last time. Batting lefty against Williams, shot at Oppo down the line and hustled out. And basically it was the tag because the throw from Warchamp beat him. So Kim up and away with the heat, 1-0. But Hector's bat's been heating up. Situation with one down where you might send Kaiser. It's getting later in the game, so we don't want to give up any outs. And he drills it foul on the breaker. Kind of stepped out of the way in the bucket as the breaking ball came in. 1-1. I'll just say last time we had this wicked of a wind change, it turned into like tornado lightning storm or whatever. And then maybe that was the night of the Ryan Calvert show. Check out that rain out. It's up on our channel, 3BGB. Ryan Calvert came up during the lightning delay. Proceeded to do about 45 minutes, the greatest karaoke you'll ever see. 1-2 to Hector. Outside. Slider misses. 2-1. Now Lewis, the best director in all of live sports, has the weather radar up. I don't know how good or bad it looks, but it's whipping. Wind is whipping. 3-1. 3-2. Is it 3-2? Hector worked it full, as did Atkinson. So Kim getting some work on the arm. And a good job fouling that off by Hector. Another Princeton grad, Jason Garrett. I don't know the guy, so I'm not going to say too much bad stuff, but I would just say the number of 8-8 years the Cowboys had was max pain. I'd rather you just have sucked and gone, 3-13, got draft picks. He's a Princeton grad. There goes the runner, and it's a hit and run, and it might work because they're not going to get him there. A little bit more towards right, and that goes through the hole. So the hit and run almost executed, as it is 4-3, and Kaiser's on second. Here's Garrett Felix. And in case you missed it, we did look up the team stat. Garrett Felix is hitting .412. It's not listed in the point streak leaders, but dude, it's 3 for 4 almost every night. It's 1 for 2 tonight. To look up his on base percentage, frankly. So 2 down for Felix, but Kaiser's in scoring position. Chance for the Sturs to get something back. Kim fools him on the slider. So now the lefty cat and mouse. So you threw me that first pitch. Fastballs or sliders? What are we doing? There it is again. Misses out 1-1. Fastball, 1-2. So another slider misses out 2-2. Guess you got to look fastball, just slider, foul it off. There goes Kaiser, and Garrett Felix does that, fouls off the fastball. We'll reset it as Kaiser goes back. The MLB draft is coming up July 9th through 11th in Seattle. Should be interesting. A lot of good prospects coming out of college. Slider away, so good layoff from Felix to get it full. I think they do the draft in Seattle just to mock the Mariners. Oh, wait. I don't have you up there, King. I didn't realize you were back on from the debacle. You want to tell us what happened down there?
Both of the Seguin signs fell down and almost crushed a kid, but we fixed it and nobody was hurt.
There goes Kaiser and fouled off by Garrett Felix. All right. It's just you gotta assume some risk when you come to the ballpark on
Exactly.
you know? That's all I'm saying. Yeah, drafts in Seattle this year, I think it's hilarious. The Mariners are notoriously horrible with their first round draft picks, in my opinion.
Yeah, they've had a few screw-ups.
There goes Kaiser again, right back up the middle, but it's deflected, and the unluck on that. That's a base hit for sure if it's not deflected by Kim, and we get a run. My goodness. What's going on? So I guess that's going to be a 1-4-3 deflection for the third out. That was an RBI single right there,
Oh, for
Mr.
sure.
Felix. It's the way it's going for us tonight. All right, we'll take a break, folks. I just got knocked down. All right, coming back. The King, Ryan King.
Yes, sir.
The bump music turned down. Still got Zach Longshore on the mound. He's going to be facing Eric Martinez. While a tornado is somewhere in the vicinity waiting to just land on the field.
Indeed.
I don't know if you've seen the movie Twister with Bill Paxton and Helen Hunt,
A great
but I feel
movie.
like I'm in it
Great
right now.
movie.
It's a good movie. Nice breaking ball there. Strike. 0-2 already to Eric Martinez. Yeah, Mariners are awful at drafting. Oh, we're not going to call that a strike. All right.
Come on,
All right,
Blue.
all right. It's maybe a little bit up. Martinez isn't like he's 6'4", so I don't know. 1-2 now. And goes back to the breaking ball. Martinez looking for his second hit, his third hit tonight. So Martinez 3 for 3. I don't know why he's batting ninth. So Martinez aboard again. But the ultimate Seattle one was Lincecum. Like, if you're just Mariners front office, like, wouldn't it be great if we just had an insanely good pitcher with Felix Hernandez? You know, gosh, wouldn't that help us get to the postseason? Which one would land in our lap? Hit very hard in the hole, glove by Hector. Oh, and he doesn't get it out. What a play, Hector Rodriguez.
Would have been incredible.
But he can't get it out. So Sinceri hits it hard. That's going to go as a single. So 2 singles in a row. This will be modulating the center fielder. Switch hitter. Turns around right for Longshore. But Lincecum went to University of Washington. No, like 3 years. The GM's just like going to his games, watching him throw 99. Kaiser creeping up on the grass for the bunt, and Modling does it, and he plays a good one down to third, barehanded by Freeman, and Modling runs well and beats it. So bunt base hit, nobody down, bases loaded. Stirs official trademark in a jam. Martinez at third, Sinceri at second, and Modling at first. And now you got Ben Columbus, who hit a 2-run dinger in the first. Breaking ball. I'm not going to call the corner.
Just missed.
Yeah, well, Preston Freeman might have some thoughts on that corner.
Yeah.
1-0. So inside corner is open. Makeup call? I don't know.
Take it.
We'll take what we get. So, and the Mariners thinking, because they had the pick, they let him go by. They were like 8th overall. I don't know. Fouled off. Thinking on Lincecum, which proved to be true. They're like, dude, he's too tiny. There's no way you can throw 99. Something's going to break. Which is absolutely true. Something is going to break on Lincecum, and it did. But, dude, you have him for 6 years before arbitration. He doesn't have to have a 20-year career, dude. He throws 99 right now.
Yep.
He throws, you're watching him on the gun throw 99-100 University of Washington, and you're like, there was literally no runway where you're going to use him in AAA. You're going to give him a few AAA starts. You're not going to use any of that nastiness. You're not going to use up that arm on minor league starts.
Right.
He was going to be in the show in his first year, and he was untouchable. Checked it. I think he went, you got to call out a strike. Come on now. If he'd have hit it, it'd have been a doggone double. 2-2. Should have got Columbus on the check swing. He offered. So bases loaded, nobody down for Ben Columbus. Longshore makes a great pitch. And Columbus saved by the blue on the check. Same type of thing goes full. He didn't go that time.
No, I didn't get
The last pitch he offered. And you got to see that. That's like you don't even ask for the check on that. You call that. you could see the swing out in front of you. And he golfs in a single on the breaking ball, and they'll score 1 as Arias hits the cut. So 3 singles in a row of different varieties.
Hey, Scott, we turn the stadium these lights on here.
Wow. So single, Martinez scores. Bases still juice, nobody out. That just changes the game, honestly. You strike a guy out, but you don't.
Yeah, it hurt.
I'm a pretty big homer, for sure. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to shield that. But, dude, you need it, man. Bases are jammed. You get a guy. 1-0. This will be Werchan, the left fielder out of Penn. Long, short. Looked a little bit labored on that fall through. A lot of pitches this inning. It's his 3rd inning of work by my count. Foul back 2-1. But anyway, draft coming up. Look for TCL players might get picked up. I think there's a handful of guys you might want to look at.
Definitely a couple studs in there.
Certainly Garrett Felix leading the league. Needs to be looked at professionally. Comes from a family of professional baseball players. Other guy, the Connor Spencer at Rougarou. High elite velocity dude, but he's going to LSU. So do you want to draft him there a year later and pay him more? Or you want to try to get him now at discount rate? And he walks in a run with Werchan. Some of this is on the zone, honestly. So out comes Tony Perez. He's going to make the change with Longshore, who didn't pitch bad. And there's some hit balls in there, but like the bunt was like a perfect bunt. You know, honestly, moduling. Yeah. Moduling with the bunt. Columbus technically struck out. Didn't get the call. It's Sinceri with the single. That was legit. And Martinez's single was legit. Even though Hector got a glove on Sinceri's, we had a chance there. Into 6-run ball game now.
I think this might be Thomas's River Monsters debut.
Is it? I think so. Because this is Calvert's number typically.
Yep.
So it's Thomas.
Thomas Kuykendall, I think.
This is Thomas Kuykendall coming on for long short. Kuykendall's out of UTSA, is that correct?
UTA.
Oh, UT Arlington. So he knows Zach Henry.
Yep.
All right, we'll take a break. Thomas Kuykendall on. Just looking at some of his numbers at UT Arlington. He's going to be facing Connor Westenberg with the bases loaded and nobody down. And that shot through the hole. Unbelievable. So Westenberg singles in another run. And Modling scores.
Bombers just have a lot of timely hitting right now.
Finding holes. I mean, the bunt was a very good bunt. That was a tough play. And Modling his wheels. Speed kills. A lot of these bombers run really well.
Yeah.
So that's like Sinceri. I mean, Hector gloved the one, but the bunt for base hit got it by a step there. So Westenberg with a single RBI. And now you got Jordan Medellin with the infield in. Things not going our way. I would argue this game's a little bit closer.
Yeah.
Here's Kuykendall. Fouled off. Let's look at Mr. Kuykendall. He is a junior lefty, 6'3", 180 out of Rowlett, Texas. About 12 innings pitched, 10 Ks. .24 walk per hits per inning pitch. Nice block by Kalora.
Saves a run right there.
Saves a run right there. Appeared in 5 games. Opposing batters batted .239 against him. Not bad. Didn't look like they used him as much. I don't know if some of these guys are coming off injury, but only 12 innings there. And Kuykendall, it's shot to Hector at short, and he gets Westenberg, I believe, cut down at second for 1 down, and another run scores.
I'll take the out, though. Definitely needed the first out.
So
Sure.
Medellin reaches on the fielder's choice, and this will be Maddox Misi. We get 1. Runs are going to score. Base is loaded. There's nothing you can do there. Give Medellin the RBI there. Misi tonight. Over 3. There's Kuykendall. Medellin probably running. Frankly, no lead is safe in the TCL.
True. We've had a 7-run comeback before.
We have.
Anything could happen.
We can still come back and win this. We got to shut them down, though. Get out of this one. The wheels coming off. Can happen for both teams. Down and in, good block, Kalura. 1-1 to Misi. Up the middle, Kuykendall blocks it and no play. So Misi singles in a run. There's no shelter from the storm right now, folks. So Werchan scores. Now 4-run inning in the 6th. Any port in the storm, they say, folks. So first and second, Medellin's at second. This is going to be Robert Oropeza. Kuykendall inside with a fastball. 1-0. So 5 runs in this inning. Bless it. Bounce foul. Always brings me my conversation of batting average balls to play, dude. You can hit the ball hard, you can hit the ball soft. Should bat about 300 balls in play. Clearly, Brazos Valley batting about 800 balls in play this inning. Bunts of perfection, balls finding holes, not finding gloves. Zone ain't helping. Columbus gets an extra strike. 1-2 to Oropesa. Checked it, did not go. 1-2. Rather 2-2 now. Oropesa tonight singled his last time up and scored. Flied out to right. One of Xavier Arias's amazing catches in the second inning that happened. Again, up the middle. So single from Oropesa, and Brazos Valley putting on a painful clinic in hitting everything. We don't hit the ball this squarely in batting practice. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying because it was bad pitchers. It's just like, dude, you ain't gonna get a hit every time, even when you square it up. So now it's Eric Martinez who led off the inning with a single. Balls have got to find gloves. I'm fine. Pitch to contact, let him put it in play. You got to take something off, put something on. Miss barrels, but honestly, even when you do barrel it, you hit it into the field of play. Someone's going to catch it sometimes. The base is loaded again, one down. Martinez 3 for 3 tonight. And Calora tries the back pick, and it goes around the other side of Medellin, and Preston Freeman can't get his glove over there, so he comes in to score, and everybody moves up. So second and third. Second and third, one down, 2-0 count. It's Martinez. Fastball for strike, 2-1. Rather you pitch to contact than walk, folks, because we got a pretty good defense. Infield's coming in. Try to cut down the run. All right, so at least we get that corner. 2-2. Martinez, you can't complain about that, dude. You're 3 for 3. Preston Freeman gets like 4 more inches on the outside. His plate is 22 inches wide. Ball's down. Count goes full. Full count. Infield in. One down. And Martinez spoils it. Full count. Do it again to Eric Martinez. Gets in on his hands. I don't know if Martinez batting 9 hole is just subterfuge, deception. The dude is 3 for 3. He's fouling off balls on his hands on a line. Again, fouled off. Full count again to Eric Martinez. Kuykendall comes set. And he's going to miss up for ball 4. So the base is juiced again. In this 6th inning seems eternal. Here comes Sinceri. Out of Baylor. I've never seen Baylor. I have seen Baylor's facilities. I think they hosted a regional decades ago. Way down there. So Kuykendall to Sinceri with the bases loaded. Still only 1 out. Fastball outside, ball 1. Lined up the middle, Brazos Valley, and they're going to send the runner, so 2 runs score. Unbelievable. 2 hits in the inning for Sinceri. Beyond belief. You couldn't hit the ball up the middle this many times if you tried. Comes Tony Perez. So far, 8 runs in the 6th, 1 down. Absolute nightmare. We're going to take a break. I'm taking off this stinking Shohei Ohtani jersey I wore today, hopefully for good luck and changing shirts. Unbelievable. Rugerio Hassan, UTSA, dealer of high-octane petrol. And I know we're not supposed to cuss on the TCL broadcast, I've been advised, but I might have to take and check my consonants as I'm using an M here when I say this, the letter M. I might have to take a muck and mulligan. Okay. 8 runs in the stinking 6th. Slide piece gets him to pop it up. So Modgling retired. 2 down on the F8. And here's Ben Columbus, along with every other Brazos Valley dude, the single descending. Simply cannot have this high of an average on balls of play. It's impossible. 2 down. First and second. Heat from Riojas is up. It's Columbus stand in. He's a large man. That's a strike, but it's not called a strike. 6'1", 195, Ben Columbus. Plays bigger than that. Skies it. Foul. Drifting over. It's going to be Adrian Torres, and he makes a catch. So Ruger comes in and gets it done. 2 batters, 2 outs. And looking at my book, it's just unreal. 8 runs in the 6th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hits. Now, Sun Series was a hit, so that was 7 hits, 8 runs at least. I don't know. No, this was a single too, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hits, 8 runs in the 6th. It's 12 zip. I'm telling you, folks, we're a better team than this. Us out of control. All right, folks. I'm going to go take a breather, hyperventilate into a paper bag, and we're going to come back for the bottom of the 7th, and you're going to see the greatest comeback that's ever been seen. And that's that. So Adrian Torres going to lead us off bottom of the 6th. We've got 4 innings to surmount presently a 12-run lead. And it shall stop there, I say. Justin Kim still on for Brazos Valley. Top of 6th. Redonkulous level of hitting from Brazos Valley. I used to say tip your cap. But when I think I'm playing or trapped in some sort of AI matrix that's like programmed, then I start to question reality. 0-1. You know, there's a glitch in the system. Something. I'm sorry, this bottom. I'm doing this wrong inning. 0-2 to Torres. No, that's right. Reaches out, pokes it, coming across to Sinceri on the run. Makes a pretty nice play, to be frank. 5-3, 1 down. It's going to bring up Xavier Arias. Yeah, if you told me the top of the 6th was some sort of generated. Is this just like it's all simulation? Is that what this is? Fastball for strike 1. The Shohei Ohtani jersey that was worn to the ballpark today, I've taken off. Switched shirts. I will never wear that shirt again. That's now a skate shirt. Popped up by Arias over Ben Columbus, camping under it. And that's 2 down. 3. Here's Logan Stockton. been on base twice tonight. Hit by pitch. Kind of nasty, man. It like got up under the arm. Typically, you come into the upper torso, will hit that arm, but it was like arm was up and it got him right in the rib cage. And there's a breaking ball from Kim. But Logan Stockton is made out of adamantium or whatever, adamantium like the Wolverine, because his hand got crushed on the backswing on consecutive pitches last night against the Rougarous. As he was catching, he was like reaching for it, walked that off. Broken back, could be trouble. It's over Medellin, and he snow cones it for the third out. So everything coming up Millhouse for Brazos Valley. And we're going to go to the top of the 7th. F6. All right. All right, coming back, folks. I pulled up YouTube on my phone. I was like looking in the chat to see if anybody's commenting about me losing my composure because it's been lost. This is Seth Warchan, left fielder. Somebody's saying put up Hank the Tank. I think we definitely do that next inning. We might use our other nuisance beer. That's hit into the gap by Warchan, but Audius is there, one down. I mean, they're finding gaps, finding holes. If we catch it, it's on the run. I don't know if Brazos Valley is just channeling Rod Carew, hit them where they ain't, level back control, or these dudes are unconscious and this is a simulation. I don't know. Where is this? Oh, yeah. So that was Warchan. This is the end. F9. So Westenberg, single, got cut down on a fielder's choice last inning. Nice pitch from Riojas. 0-1. To Westenberg. Riojas type of electric stuff. He can straight up challenge you in the zone. Want a fastball? Here comes a fastball. Let's see if you can hit it. That level of stuff. True freshman used a lot by the Roadrunners. And ahead 0-2 here. It's a bright young arm. Only going to get better. Just amazing because he's got great stuff right now. Shot, but that's going to be foul. 0-2 to Westerberg. Westerberg, 2 hits tonight, so he's 2 for 4. Fouls it straight back on the inside fastball. Still ahead is Riojas. Reaches out, grounds it back to Riojas, underhands it to first as Westenberg runs a Michael Johnson level 100-meter dash down to first for the second out. 1-3. Does Brazos Valley have like a sprinting center? There's like Olympic sprint training or some kind of bobsled start training center there. I've heard something about their facilities. I don't know what's going on with these wheels. This is Jordan Medellin. Strike one from Riojas, getting ahead. Medellin, by my count, 0 for 3 tonight, but he did score because he reached on a fielder's choice last inning. Outside corner, you better call that a strike. And Riojas reaches back for the gas in 1, 2, 3 innings. So he's retired 5 straight after the nightmare 6th. And I don't know, Lewis, if we can pull up the other image of the other nuisance bear. But that's what I'm saying we try to do. Take a break.
10,000 feet. I gotta fly. Get me a ticket. I wanna feel the heat. Fly over the ocean. I take you along. Like a rocket man. I live in motion. We land in New York City. 'Cause I love the way she moves. Gotta hold on tight all through the night. Get on to the aeroplane. Oh, that's right.
There it is, 7th inning stretch. Then you got some Journey to pump you up. Freeman's going to start us off. Bottom of 7. 9 outs left. You know what that takes? You're down 12-0. An insane rally. A couple of them. Can it be done? Yes. Has it been done before? Yes. Are the Sturs going to do it? I really hope so. Justin Kim's still on. Slider from Kim. 0-1. Swung through. Fastball. 0-2. away. I'm not saying do this because I'm always wrong. I don't know if it was 100% miss rate when I say something about what my hitting approach would be in a time machine. I just like sell out fastball. So Pete, I'd be like, just guessing. And see, throws a breaking ball right there. Not even fair. Freeman is a hell of a hitter, and he's having a tough night tonight. He certainly didn't get any help. That was a strike. That was strike 3. But he didn't get any help on the zone in his first AB. I'll tell you that. So 1 down. A 100% miss rate continues. This Kim drops in the breaking ball. And now you got Jaden Kalura. Kim has had his wind up, coached out of him by an overthinker. Yes, that's what I'm saying. Give these dudes wind-ups. 1-1. And don't just give them any wind-up. Give them Satchel Paige's wind-up. Instead of teaching them how to stretch, just teach them all how to windmill their arm, rock back, go over the head with it, and then come to the plate. Our coach is teaching that. It apparently worked for Satchel Paige. Might want to take another look at that, coaches. 2-1. There's that Kim breaking ball. It's a good one. He features that and a harder slider. I don't know if he's more slider against righties. Stur's got a ton of left-handed bats. Goes to the backstop. Count goes full to Kalura. Any way you can, Mr. Kalura. We need people on. We have the nuisance bear up. We believe the nuisance bear to be a rally animal. Bounce, but gloved, and Kim sprints down to first. So 1 unassisted. 2 down. Connor Kaiser up. Kaiser singled with a chop over Kim his last time in the 5th. There's a breaker. It's down. 1-0. I think Lamar plays on turf. I'd like to see. Look up Kaiser's stolen base stats. Holden Rook. We had him for a few. I don't think he's still. I think he's one of the stars we just had for a month. But that dude was swiping bags like crazy at ACU. And you got Kaiser, always off the races. Lumber, broken over to Sincere, who gobbles it up and throws on a first. 1, 2, 3. Kim working efficiently through 3 innings. Sturs can't get to him. Down to our last 2 innings. We're going to the top of the 8th after the 5-3. All right, nuisance bearing work. We're going to have to find a picture of like Gil or something. All right, let's get some tunes. Let's get this. No, let's get this guy right here. All right, come back. This will be Jordan Medellin. Is it? No. No, it's Misi. So Medellin made the last out? Oh, my book's wrong. Those two. So Misi leading it off, top of 8. Did I sneeze my brains out? 0-1. Riojas pumping cheddar or Limburger, depends. So 0-2 Riojas. Still 0-2. Ruger Riojas to Maddox Misi. And he freezes him on a fastball down Broadway. So 1 down. Riojas working to the minimum that he's faced, just mowing. And this is Oropesa. Oropesa, along with every other Brazos Valley bomber in the hit parade in the 6th. Even without that nightmare inning, we gotta get to the Brazos Valley at some point. So it would have been 4. Still would have been down by 4. In reach though, nasty breaking ball from Riojas. Just ahead in every count, and that's because he can just come in the zone and challenge you with his stuff. Ring him. Well, I'm glad to see the corners getting called both ways. So 2 frozen pizzas, 2 down. And now you got Eric Martinez. 3 for 3 with a walk tonight. Part of the Brazos Valley simulation we may be living in. I'm not sure. Pulls the string on him. Martinez was looking for something hard on the first pitch. Slider for a strike again. Riojas. Like every guy's been 0-2. 3 batters in a row 0-2. Is there a great nickname? Oh, he flared it. Eric Martinez. MLB draft is July 9th. Eric Martinez might go first overall. Apparently, he can't get out. If you get a hit off Ruger, it's even more impressive. So he singles. He's 4 for 4 tonight. Reaches out like Jose Altuve or something and just puts the barrel on it with a half swing and flares it out to left. Now you got a TCL matchup in Riojas and Sinceri. Riojas again coming right at you in the zone with the fastball. Again, challenging with a fastball. (0-2). He's been 0-2 to all 4 batters this inning. Throws a ball 1-0. Tried the outside corner with a fastball. That's an impressive feat when you want to talk about working ahead. And he flares it out into right, but Garrett Felix is going to make the catch. So Riojas gets Sinceri to fly out, and exception of Eric Martinez. Riojas is mowing people down. We go to the bottom of the 8th. We're going to try to pull up Gill and see if he's got some magic for us.
$10,000 feet. Gotta fly. Get me a ticket. I wanna feel the heat. Fly over the ocean. I take you along. You like a rocket man. I live
All right, Gill's in the house.
We land in New York City. 'Cause I love the way she moves. Gotta hold on tight all through the night. Get on to the aeroplane. Oh, that's right. Not gonna let you go it alone. Bring me along for some fun. Ha! I travel light and I don't bite. Fly over the Atlantic. Take off to a new city. Somewhere got history. Somewhere real pretty. We're cruising in London.
All right. Justin Kim back out for his 4th inning of work. He'll face Kyle Atkinson, top of the order. We got Gill in the house as the new rally. The rally spirit. You want to call it a strike, but the catcher dropped it 1-0. I don't know if they're like pitch counting, Kim, in his 4th inning of work, or they're just like, you go to Princeton, you're going to be a senator. So, pitch counts off. You'd be a Supreme Court justice, so we're not worried about your arm. I don't know what they're thinking. Thinking is there. I'd like to get him out of there. Dude's gone through 3 innings, faced 9. That's Justin Kim right there. Atkinson does well to foul it. Atkinson's due is overdue. There's that breaking ball. Frustration setting in for all of us as Atkinson K's. Mine's already set in and the cement has dried. One down. This is Hector. Hector doubled in the 3rd. Made contact all 3 times. It's Kim reaching back and finding different gears. All this stuff. Good breaking ball, good fastball. 1-0. Let's look at Justin Kim here. He's a freshman out there out of Cypress, Texas. That's why he's down here in the TCL. Texas guy. We have Princeton being in New Jersey, I believe. Two 2-1 now. I don't know if the Princeton physics department can start working on Justin Kim's curveball and fastball. Or Richard Feynman's of the world. Einstein did some stuff, part of the Manhattan Project, I think, before they all went out to New Mexico there. People at Princeton working at that. I'll say one thing. There's a pretty good book about Richard Feynman. I'm finishing it. It's called Genius. He's passed away. He ended up being a professor out at Caltech, but he was like the youngest guy on the Manhattan Project. But he went to Princeton, I think, for post-grad work after MIT. So some 10 or 11 or 12-pound brains happening up there. But the fascinating thing about all that stuff, when you go back and look at the nuclear project, the Manhattan Project, which is insane, 2-2 now to Hector, who I expect to hit a nuke over the fence. Oh, you're going to call that on him? No. Oh, he called it safe. I thought he was ringing him. I was like, if Ben Columbus ain't getting wrong, he ain't ringing Hector. Full count now. So 1 down. Bounced. Play made by Oropesa. 2 down, 4-3. The crazy thing about the Manhattan Project and all the nuclear nuclear bomb project was happening down in New Mexico this is the 40s, dude. This is before AI and supercomputers. These guys were calculating this stuff like longhand, essentially. I mean, they had some computers they could use, like putting these like punch cards and stuff. This is 2023. This country's still trying to figure it out. Like, if they could get a nuke, they would. They're still working on the tech. This dude's in the 40s with like clipboards and graph paper. Built 2 of them. It's insane. It's insane. It's Garrett Felix giving you a professional at bat, 1-1. But yeah, that's a pretty good book. Feynman's an interesting cat. You should look for my book called Community College. Community College Dominator. It's coming out. I'm working on it. Working on a draft. I've been working on a draft since community college. 1-2 to Felix. And he reaches out and gets it over to Medellin, but he's up with it. If you can get Felix, that tells you about Justin Kim's stuff. Because Felix is about as good as they get. So, again, through 4 innings, Justin Kim has faced the minimum. We got some pretty doggone good hitters, in my opinion. This is not going our way tonight, folks. 6-3. We're going to go to the top of the 9th. All right, Tyler Lackey on relief of Ruger Riojas. Tyler was a nice interview in the preseason. I think he's pitched more on the road than he has at home. I've seen enough of Tyler Lackey. Tyler Lackey, Dallas Christian College, was D2 out of Caldwell, Texas, 5'11", 182. And he's going to start off facing, I believe, Modling. Modling tonight, 1 for 4. Fouls that off. 1-1. Back foot breaker. Modling lays off. 2-1. Down 12-0. 4-run ball game until the 6th. Everything went sideways. I don't really have an issue with pitching to contact. Dudes, even if you square it up, ain't going to just find holes every time. That's exactly what happened. It's either a perfect bunt or is a hit in the hole. Man, it just never ended, seemed like to me. Full count now to Modling. So popped up, called for by Preston Freeman. Got to look out for the mound. And he basically makes the catch as he's running across the rubber, which for those who read the rule book is not called the rubber. It's called the pitcher's plate. So 1 down. Freeman catches it on the pitcher's plate. F5. The Stirs are in the situation to come back for what I'm going to call the miracle at Starkey Park. The miracle of Smokey Joe. Bounces a breaker to Columbus. Columbus jacked one in the 1st. Singled in the 6th. He's 2 for 5 tonight. Lined up the middle. Columbus gets by Atkinson, and he's going to hold up at second. It's the single and air for Columbus. I don't know if Columbus's hero is Matt Stairs, but he's looking like him tonight. From opposite ends of Canada, though. I don't know if Stairs is from Newfie or New. Let's look that up. I need to know that. Stairs' favorite. Fouled by Werchan, 0-1. Because Votto's Canadian, too. New Brunswick, not Newfoundland, New Brunswick. Matt Stairs. So Ben Columbus from the other side, the other coast in British Columbia. This is Werchan. While we're at it, Ben Columbus. Oh, North Vancouver. All right. Well, here's what I'll say about Vancouver. Vancouver, awesome town, great town. Having the San Francisco problem, man. So many homeless. It's insane. Flared coming on with the sprint is Adrian Torres, and he drops the ball. It's about how our night is gone. So Werchan on the error, but Columbus doesn't advance. So that's E7, I believe. Yeah, Vancouver's awesome. But, man, the encampments, voluminous. Oh, he's out? Oh, he's on the transfer? No. Lewis has helped me. So Adrian Torres catches it, but it's on the transfer then. So Werchan is out. One down. No, two down. What? Two down. Pulls the string. Does Lackey. I don't know what happened there. I thought that was like he booted it. So F7 is the second out. Now you got Westenberg. Oh, 2 to Westenberg from Lackey. Pulls the string. Absolutely nasty stuff. Tylen Lackey, a look for the pieces of beauty that appear in a baseball game. Even one as bad as his 12-zip drumming, and that's a nice pitch right there by Tylen Lackey. Great inning of work. Works a clean ninth. He Ks Westenberg for the third out. And now, this is miracle time, folks. Straight up. You're down by 12, bottom of the ninth. But let me tell you what, miracles don't happen when you stop believing. That's what I'm talking about. So get up. If you got a rabbit's foot, rub it. And get ready for 13 runs. That's what I'm talking about.
10,000 feet. Gotta fly. Get me to get. I wanna feel the heat. Fly over the ocean. I take you along. You like a rocket man. I live in motion. We land in New York City. 'Cause I love the way she moves. Gotta hold on tight all through the night. Get on to the aeroplane. Oh, that's right. Gonna let you go it alone. Bring me home some fun. Ha. I travel light and I don't bite. Fly over the Atlantic. Take off for a new city. Somewhere got history. Somewhere real pretty. We're cruising in London, yeah. And I love the way she moves. Gotta hold on tight. All through the
Alrighty. Coming back, bottom of the ninth, down 12. And we are going to make Brazos Valley rue the day you ever took out Justin Kim. Caden Crawford on a pitch. Kim out. Perfect through 4 innings. And I mean perfect. 4 innings, faced 12 batters. Ridiculous. You do have to tip your cap to that. Caden Crawford, freshman, Fairfield, Texas, going to Doane. And we're going to have Adrian Torres leading us off. Paints corner for fastball, strike 1. Maybe a broken bat, but it's flared over to Oral Pezas. So 1 down. Torres, F4. Xavier Arias. Arias 0 for 3 tonight. Slider Crawford, strike one. Crawford featuring a wipeout slider right now. 0-2 to Xavier Arias. Arias over 3 tonight, but some of his catches in the outfield been spectacular is the word. Bounces the slider. Seguin, everybody's getting amped up. Comes in with a fastball. Arias fouls it off. One and two. It's like the Yogi Berra documentary, inning over till it's over. Sliders in. 2-2. Crawford wanted it. So rings him. I was messing with my book, trying to pull up Crawford and Don't Baseball, but Arias goes down on strikes. I saw him throw it around. So 2 down now. Logan Stockton. Strike one. Slider. A lot of movement. 1-1. I see Logan drive one right back up the middle. Keep this thing going. It's up 2-1. Way outside. 3-1. Big slider. Tons of movement on that pitch. Count goes full to Stockton. Stockton singled in the first. Hit by pitch in the fourth. And flew out to short his last time. And there's that slider by Caden Crawford. It gets the K, folks. So here's the story tonight. That one's not as painful as it should be. The top of the sixth was ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous top of the sixth, but you got to score one to win. And the story is Brazos Valley pitching. We got Garrett Felix got a hit. Stockton got a hit in the second. Hector got a hit in the third. Torres got a hit in the fourth. Kaiser got a hit in the fifth. We'd never put hits together. 5-hit baseball. No, and I lied. Kim didn't face the minimum because his first batter was Kaiser, who singled by bouncing it over his head. And after Kaiser's hit, we went hitless after the first hit in the fifth. So we got 5 hits. The story was Brazos Valley's pitching. Unbelievable. So Kaiser bounces over Justin Kim. He proceeds to run through 12 batters, and then Caden Crawford comes in and goes through 3 more. The closest we ever were was in the 4th inning when we stranded 2 runners, but after that, the nightmare 6th game was beyond us. Those are the ones you just got to put in your rearview mirror. give credit to Brazos Valley. They hit the ball well, but there's no possible way, even in a computer simulation, do you miss that many fielders. You just don't have that kind of batting average ball in play. You will find gloves. But as it is, 4-0, 12-0. It's an L in the books. Brazos Valley trying to get back on top for the second half. Stir's starting to heat up. That's a painful loss. We're going to have to shake it off and come back. So thanks for checking out TCL Baseball. T-Tex Tony Turnstile on the call. And Dutch Chattahoochee 3BGB. Check out the Stirs. Find us on socials, what have you. We're Baseball Nuts. Shout out. Let me put up some of our partners here. CMC Steel, I'm going to move large because they're a great sponsor. Employ a lot of people in Seguin, and they do some good stuff. Definitely for baseball and have for many years. They're baseball fans. Other guys I can't recommend enough. MILB Hatbilly. That's a heck of a channel, and he's been very supportive of us. And these dudes right here, ATG. Both these men, both these outfits are comedic geniuses with volumes of cool baseball knowledge. Both have YouTube channels. These guys do historic rosters, and MILB Hatbilly just basically does short bios and documentaries. His last one on Wild Bill, the Orioles mega fan was a really good one, but so well done. Such good stuff. So talk some baseball, watch some baseball. Thanks for checking us out. I'm out of here. I'll let it run for a few minutes while the kids run around the field, and then we're going to end that stream. All right, folks. Thanks.